York County is one of the better in almost every in the southeastern United States. Uh,
Training.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure none of my guys were behind me. So yeah, it's been a pleasure, no problem. So we can't go past the doors here, just the lobby right here, he says, but that's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, very nice.
Well, obviously they're doing their job right here because we.
This is for the sincere appreciation for designated immigration officers assigned to the 287G program.
Oh, police
That
car
has to
for
do
York
with
County
ICE, Immigrations and Customs.
and
There's a
Customs.
map back
Of course,
there.
that's ICE.
So this is probably where they do. Can you tell me? Oh,
National Rifle Association Tactical Police Competition. Yeah.
oh, thank you, sir. Just one quick question. Hand-to-hand combats, is there anything special you guys do? Krav Maga or Krav Maga or?
All of our stuff is certified to state standards.
So,
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah, all right. Well,
About 13.
Here, you see the display case here.
Everything's pretty good.
Here. They do training. Real nice people. All right.
I got. They've been excellent. Hey, look, guys, look. Yeah, that's what it's for. Had to do so out here. We are in the mountain area.
Little slush brush, little mud brush.
Like a little.
It's like heaven in South Carolina, right?
Yeah, man.
Then you look at the videos from where I'm at, and you got
Just a little.
yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Name of the video.
Oh, that's where y'all was at with the airport, Spartanburg.
No, this was from the health department yesterday.
Oh dear, yeah, I can't wait to see that one.
Yeah, that's what I'll title it, the Spartanburg Stasi.
That's gonna be nice.
Because that's how they treated us, and the lies just kept piling on it. So this morning, I called the supervisor for the sergeant that was at the scene yesterday. Guys, I'm shutting this down. We'll be back with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut this down. He's giving.
Oh no, you can keep.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. So we were.
I didn't want to give spoilers.
No, that's fine. This isn't actually in the video, but
This is just a little spot of it. That place we passed coming in was huge, man.
Yeah,
That's got to be where they're doing all the driving and all that kind of stuff.
yeah, because
all the
it
shooting and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
yeah, and because you can see two big giant barracks style buildings.
Really.
So they're kind of like think of it as boot camp. But I don't think that's for this law enforcement. I think it's something else.
Maybe sled.
Yeah, maybe sled. That might be a sled facility.
Yeah, it's huge. It's probably for.
Yeah, it's right down this corner right here. If we go down this street right here, you'll come on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
All
this
right,
is huge.
we'll study it. Yeah. So this morning I called the lieutenant, the supervisor of the sergeant yesterday.
Yep.
And she didn't know the law. So she was supposed to call me back with the statute number. Because
Oh, Oklahoma's out. Cool.
in South Carolina or in Spartanburg, they have a city ordinance that says whenever they detain someone for trespassing, or when someone calls to have you trespass, they can detain you for the notice and require your ID in order to read the notice. And yeah, that's what he told us yesterday. And we battled. I battled back and forth with this guy for a little bit. And finally I said, you know what? I said, this guy's not going to get it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide my information to you. You're going to grab that statute for me.
Yeah.
And then we'll go on our way. We've been there almost an hour at this point.
Like an hour.
Yeah, it was almost an hour at this point, and I was tired. I'm like, I'm through with this. It's quite clear. There were like 3 or 4 officers, including the sergeant, and then 2 trainees there as well. So 6, paid people there, and not one of them really could understand the law. I'm like, you know what? We're just going round and round. Like, we were going back and forth, and we were trying. We were like, if we don't give you ID, will you arrest us?
Yeah.
Well, we don't really want to arrest anybody. I'm like, it's a yes or no question. And he kept beating and him hauling around the bush. I said, listen, I'm not going to stand here all day and go back and forth. I said, I'll give you my information. You provide me with that statute, and then we'll be on our way. And so I provided the sergeant with my information. Of course,
Yeah, well,
of course he ran it, came back. squeaky clean.
Yep.
And the sergeant comes over and he says, "Oh, I've had computer problems." He was literally in his car like 20 or 30 minutes. And I was telling him, I said he's going to be in there a while because he's looking for a statute that doesn't exist.
Yeah, that actually happened to me in Spawn Fox. If you look at some of our older videos, there was I think it was Sergeant Nethercutt at the time, and he actually looked for like 3 months and could never find a statute that states that I have to show you my ID, period. The only statute that you can find in South Carolina for South Carolina statute is when you're getting lawfully pulled over for a traffic violation. Lawfully. It literally says lawfully now. So if you know it's unlawful, you still ain't got to show it.
Yeah. But then we get into the situation where you say it's unlawful and you know it's unlawful because you actually have read the law. And then you have the officer over here who's probably never read the law,
Yep.
who swears it is lawful. And that's where we have the disconnect there. And that's when we go to jail. And that's when the taxpayers foot up the money for the unlawful arrest. So
Yep.
what's needed is more training. The lieutenant I talked to, she didn't have a clue what the law was. She was calling me back statute. Well, she never called me back. Another gentleman called me back, and supposedly he was the supervisor over her. So I'm thinking captain, major, maybe even the chief of police of Spartanburg. After trespassing, the trespassing warning, the trespass. There's no statute that I know of in any citizen to relinquish his Fourth Amendment right for a civil matter. In fact, in my state of Florida, Jesuits versus state specifically outlaws that. You're not allowed to detain somebody in order to get their ID to write a trespassing notice. Not allowed to happen. I don't know if other states have case law against it, but it seems like it would be
I'll get into it. I'll look into it.
It should be common sense, really, wherever you go.
Because
Because if it was criminal, which we're supposed to provide our ID. You think I'm doing a crime? I have to provide ID. Perfect. But
dumbass.
if it's not a crime, and it's obviously not a crime, because if it was a crime, you would arrest me.
Yeah, you wouldn't even ask me
You
for my.
wouldn't ask for ID.
You arrest, then you look.
Take me to jail. You'd print me, and that would be it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's definitely a lot of training in Spartanburg that we saw that needs to be addressed.
JKMA and this rogue and all kinds of emojis. So I don't understand all the emoji stuff yet.
Yeah, no, man, I'm not hit with the emojis.
Yeah, but didn't he also say that we were not trespassed?
Yeah, so the gentleman, the lieutenant supervisor said, "You are not trespassed from that facility. We did not fill out a formal trespassing thing on you, so we could actually go back and not be trespassed." So go figure.
Well, if that was the case and they got your information, everything wouldn't that have been an unlawful detainment?
Well, the detainment was unlawful from the get-go because they had no reason to detain us, even though the lady said that there's no authority to not property. I mean, if we got one out and all,
Well, there is a law here, and this is what you didn't know. The law stating on public property, the only line, I got 3 bars.
might be jammer.
Never know.
Cell phone.
See this big old place.
Yeah, we'll drive by it. All right, guys, we're heading. Great being out here with you guys. It was fun.
Before we separate, though, I want to give you guys some stuff, like cards and stickers and stuff. I'll give you
All right.
guys.
That's awesome.
Well, we'll head over there. All right, guys.